The 27 Club, a club that nobody really wants to join, and yet, in the world of talent and fame, it's a full house. Today, we meet some of those who tragically found an early end at the age of 27. Jimi Hendrix. We begin with a guitar genius who redefined the boundaries of rock music. James Marshall Jimi Hendrix, born in 1942, grew from humble beginnings in Seattle to international stardom. Hendrix's innovative use of guitar effects and his unique approach to sound and feedback led to timeless classics like Purple Haze and the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock. Though his groundbreaking journey came to an abrupt and controversial end in the early hours of September 18, 1970. After a night out in London, Hendrix spent his final hours with close friend Monica Dannemann. According to Dannemann, Hendrix had taken a handful of sleeping pills before passing out. Sometime later, she found him unresponsive and telephoned for an ambulance. Hendrix was brought to the hospital and later pronounced dead that same morning. The controversy deepened when various friends of Hendrix raised questions about Dannemann's version of the events, noting certain discrepancies in her accounts over the years. The amount of wine found in Hendrix's lungs and stomach during the autopsy led some to speculate about this more than being just a simple accident. Despite the myriad of theories, the truth about the precise circumstances of Hendrix's death remains elusive, shrouded in mystery and speculation. Janis Joplin. Next, we spotlight Janis Lyn Joplin, the explosive queen of psychedelic soul. Born in Texas in 1943, Joplin's raw, powerful voice and emotional depth made her a symbol of the counterculture era. Despite her confidence on stage, Joplin's life offstage was marked by her struggles with loneliness and her use of drugs and alcohol to cope. It was these demons that would ultimately contribute to her tragic end. On October 4, 1970, the music world was shocked by the news of Joplin's death in her Hollywood hotel room. The cause of death? A heroin overdose compounded by alcohol. Questions have been raised about the heroin itself being far more potent than usual, as several other overdoses in the area are linked with the same batch. Adding to the tragedy, it was said that Joplin had been clean from drugs and alcohol for some time, and had only recently relapsed, making her tolerance to the drug much lower. Another irreplaceable loss at the age of 27. Kurt Cobain. Fast forward to the 1990s and the world met Kurt Cobain, the reluctant voice of a generation. As the frontman of Nirvana, Cobain brought grunge from the Seattle clubs to the global stage, with anthems like Smells Like Teen Spirit reshaping rock music forever. Beneath the fame, Cobain battled with depression, chronic pain, and addiction, struggles that would ultimately lead to his tragic end. On April 8, 1994, Cobain was found dead in the greenhouse of his Seattle home. A self-inflicted shotgun wound was the cause of death, and it was determined that Cobain had died days earlier on April 5th. Beside him was a note and a kit containing drug paraphernalia. The controversy surrounding Cobain's death centers on several factors, including discrepancies in his final note and the amount of heroin in his system, which some argue would have incapacitated him before he could have used a shotgun. Furthermore, the lack of fingerprints on the gun itself has raised many more questions without answers. Kurt Cobain's legacy is undeniable. His music, a testament to a troubled genius who gave voice to his ever-growing audience. Amy Winehouse. More recently, we take a moment to remember Amy Jade Winehouse, a soulful singer-songwriter known for her deep, expressive vocals and eclectic mix of musical genres. Winehouse's honest lyrics and retro style led to her rapid international success, with songs like Rehab and Back to Black. Like all of those mentioned today, Amy Winehouse wasn't without her own personal struggles involving alcohol and substance abuse, a battle that played out in the public eye. She also struggled with bulimia, which only furthered her vulnerabilities. Winehouse's battle with addiction was marked by multiple attempts at rehabilitation, with varying degrees of success. Each effort to get clean was met with support from her fans and family, but the cycle of relapse and recovery highlighted the powerful grip of addiction. On July 23, 2011, Winehouse was found dead in her Camden home by her bodyguard. The inquest into her death concluded that Winehouse died from accidental alcohol poisoning, with her blood alcohol level found to be 5 times the legal drink-drive limit. As we remember Amy Winehouse, we celebrate her extraordinary talent and the raw honesty she brought to her music, while also acknowledging the personal battles that she bravely faced. Her music, infused with her struggles and triumphs, continues to inspire and resonate with audiences around the world. Jim Morrison. Our final member of the 27 Club is the enigmatic Lizard King Jim Morrison, lead vocalist of The Doors. Morrison's deep baritone voice, poetic lyrics, and wild stage persona captivated the world, giving us hits like Light My Fire and Riders of the Storm. Due to an extremely fast-paced lifestyle, hounded by international fame, Jim Morrison found refuge in Paris in the spring of 1971. With its rich literary history and bohemian allure, Paris provided Morrison a canvas for his poetic ambitions, away from the rock and roll lifestyle that had both defined him and confined him. He often took to the streets at night. These walks were not just wanderings, they were a quest for inspiration, a way for Morrison to connect with the city's past poets and artists, and perhaps find a measure of peace. But his story took a tragic turn on July 3, 1971. Morrison was found dead in the bathtub of his apartment by his girlfriend Pamela Courson. The cause of death was listed as heart failure, and due to no signs of foul play, no autopsy was ever performed. This fueled endless speculation and controversy. Some believe Morrison's death was the result of an accidental overdose, while others speculate about the existence of a deeper, more sinister plot. Morrison would frequently visit the Père Lachaise cemetery on his late-night wanderings, the same cemetery where he is buried today. The 27 Club remains a somber reminder of the talented lives that were extinguished too soon. As we reflect on the lives and legacies of these remarkable artists, we're reminded of the deep human struggles that many face behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the stories of the 27 Club. As always, keep questioning the past to understand the present. See you in the next Rewind.